Hey, what's good everybody? In today's video, I'm gonna break down the best practices to help you avoid getting overdraft fees on your account. If you're new here, my name is Michael and welcome to the Real Michael Berry channel, where I have a passion for seeing millennials being successful with their money. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel, giving it a thumbs up because it helps people see the video, but let's get into it. So the first one here we're going to talk about is opting out of overdraft protection on the account. Now, usually when you open up an account, they're going to have a complimentary service for you in the form of overdraft protection. That just means that if there's not enough money in the account, the bank is going to cover you, and at the cost of doing business, they're going to charge you a $35 fee. You can walk into your bank and get a decline all setting tied to the account. A decline all setting just means that if there's not enough money in the checking account, when you swipe your card at the register, when there's a recurring charge coming out of the account, it's going to decline for you. Now, keep in mind, if you have a mortgage, if you have a car insurance and these bills are coming out automatically, make sure that there's money in the account to avoid getting bills on their side of the transaction. Number 2, checking your account balances regularly. Now, I don't know if you have a good habit of checking your balances on a daily basis. I don't know if you do this on a weekly basis. You can have anxiety when it comes to checking your account, and that's a challenge of itself. But checking your accounts on a regular basis is going to help you avoid overdraft fees. Now, one of the things that you can do is that from the power of your phone, from your computer, you can get the mobile banking for your bank. You can get the online banking. This is going to allow you to check quickly to see what you not only have in your account, but if you need to move money over, if you need to set up alerts, you can definitely do that. Number 3, set up alerts from your mobile banking app. By customizing your mobile banking app alerts, you're able to set up a couple options that's going to help protect your account from fees. Usually from what I've seen, especially with my bank here, the first option that I've seen is that if your accounts ever get low when it comes to balances, it will send a notification to your phone where you can log in, transfer money, do what you have to do, make sure that your balances are up to date. The second thing I've seen is that when your bill is due, it will send you a notification so you can log in, make sure your bill is paid, make sure that it's not short when it comes to these overdraft fees. Number 4, deposit or transfer money before an overdraft occurs on the account. Now, we talked about this at the very beginning. Typically, one way to occur a overdraft on the account is to have a recurring charge, whether this is Hulu, Netflix, car insurance, a mortgage, whatever the case may be. As long as it's a recurring charge on the account, you need to be in the know when that bill is due. So depending on your tactic, you may have a calendar at the house. You may use an app. You may use a calendar on your phone. Whatever you use, you want to make sure that you know when these bills are due to make sure that there's enough money in the account. And if it's not, you can transfer money, you can deposit money, you can deposit a check, you can transfer money from an outside bank. Just make sure that you know when these bills are due, have enough money in there to avoid that fee. Number 5, link an additional account to your checking. By linking an additional account to your checking, you can make sure that your bills are covered. And for example of this, if you have a checking and savings and there's not enough money in the checking account when a bill actually comes out, that money will then also come out of the savings. It's going to feed over into the checking, making sure that it's covered, cover your bills, and then you're able to go from there. Number 6, second chance accounts. Now, in my professional experience, I've seen second chance accounts used in 2 ways. The first way being that if you are in the check systems, you've been banned from banking and they're letting you come back, they usually allow you to start with the second chance accounts and let you work to graduating to a fully functional checking account. The other way is that if you're uncomfortable with banking, if you're new to banking, you usually start with the second chance accounts to see if it fits you, before you're able to go into a regular account. Now, one of the benefits of a second chance account is that usually you're not able to get an overdraft fee on the account. Some banks have it where you're not able to get a monthly maintenance fee to allow you to test the waters and see where you stand. But this is a good way to start banking with a debit card, mobile banking, all that. But then at the same time, just avoiding that overdraft fee. All right, there you have it. So this here were the 6 ways that I recommend when it comes to avoiding overdraft fees on the accounts. You don't have to use all 6, but I do recommend using at least one of these. Now, in addition to this, use a calendar, use an app, whatever you use, make sure that you're able to write down your bills. Make sure that you understand when they're coming out to avoid getting those overdrafts on the accounts. And I want you to share this video with a family or friends, somebody that can use this knowledge here to make sure that they're avoiding fees on the accounts. Outside of that, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up and see you in the next one.